Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, March 16th, 2018. I'm Fredicia Liburd. Today, a number of civil servants took part in an orientation seminar hosted by the Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration. Permanent Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, Wakely Daniel, spoke on behalf of the Premier and Minister of Human Resources, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Daniel outlined the purpose of the seminar.
The objective of this morning's event is to help each and every one of you to transition into the public service, to assimilate into the public service, to help you to understand the do's and don'ts and what to expect when you are working in the public service. Now, if you look at the word public service, if I were to rearrange it and turn it around, you'll have service to the public. I hope you see where I'm coming from. Switch the word service to the public. In other words, you will be serving the public, which is sometimes a daunting task. It is a heavy task, but it is also a rewarding task. When you serve the public, you are expected to carry out what we call customer service. And I would really like, it is my fondest dream, to hear that the Nevis Island Administration's public service can rival the customer service of Four Seasons.
According to the Permanent Secretary, Four Seasons pride itself in offering great customer service and called on those present to surpass that of the entity.
Customer service entails that you have patience. You will meet persons who I call tough customers. From day to day, they come before you, rude, say the most ugly things to you, and you're expected to be as professional as humanly possible. You're expected to display patience with them. And even when they are chatting, sometimes, if you want to say foolishness, you're expected to smile in the face of stupidity. And that is what I want, or I would expect from the public service. It is not what you say, but how you say it. Somebody can come and ask you for a pen, and you say, no, you're not getting my pen, it's mine. Go where you're going. Or you can simply say, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm using the pen. I can't give it to you right now. More or less saying the same thing. You cannot get the pen. But it is not what you say, but how you say it. And I urge you, as you work in the public service, to season your words.
The participants received a number of lessons from various facilitators, including the rules and regulations of the public service by Ornette Herbert of the Department of Human Resources, public service disciplinary actions by Ishan Todman of the Department of Labor, National Insurance Group Medical Scheme by John Rochford, Social Security and the Employed by Karen Claxton Amory of the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board, and developing a healthy lifestyle plan by Nurse Eldina Farrell of the Health Promotion Unit. The seminar took place at the St. Paul's Anglican Church. An important component of information technology, IT, particularly computer code and coding programming, is expected to be rolled out in primary schools across the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis in the not-too-distant future. Speaking at the Team Unity People's Forum on Tuesday, March 13th at the St. Johnston Community Centre, the Honourable Sean Richards, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education, said that it is important to implement the initiative and noted that his ministry will work closely with the relevant stakeholders to ensure that it comes to fruition, as it would prove beneficial to young people and the country on a whole. The Honourable Vincent Byron, Minister with responsibility for information technology, said that one of the areas that the government has to focus on is the development of the Federation's people, especially the youth, hence the importance of the initiative being rolled out at such an early stage in life. He noted that not everyone would be a coder or someone who works in it, but the majority of society would have been exposed to how it functions, and that would make it more acceptable to be able to find work in this sector. Minister Byron said that a number of outcomes are expected once the program is implemented. We would expect that over the next 5 to 10 years that our students at the primary school level would go on to high school and that more and more of them would want to get further training in it in various aspects. They would become information systems analysts and managers in IT. They would have a whole range of things that they can do or even work in other fields that require IT knowledge, whether in agriculture or health. That would make us more adaptable, easier to understand the new technologies that come, said the Minister of Information Technology. He added that officials from his ministry have held discussions with the Curriculum Development Unit, CDU, and the curriculum is currently being worked on to incorporate code and coding. Minister Byron is hoping for the program to be rolled out in September for the new year, 2018 to 2019. Still to come,
the highlight of this function would be myself riding a bike.
The details after this break.
Hello, my name is Culturama, the Caribbean's greatest summer line. Most islands have their festival annually, but they call it Carnival. With all those shows, we fete and fun. We party from sun up to sundown. Everybody come now, show the world what we mean when we talk about Culturama. Rocks up, flags up, flags up. Time to wake up for the jam. We coming down early to be morn. Rocks up, flags up. Time to jump up in the van.
As a fisherman, I use the marine resource wisely so I can conserve our biodiversity, so I can fish for life. It's all about balance.
I preserve biodiversity by the way that I farm. It takes care of my family. It's all about balance.
I have enjoyed these seas all my life. I do my best to conserve our biodiversity because I want my children and my grandchildren to enjoy them as much as I do. It's all about balance.
I'm a park ranger, and my job is to properly manage our protected areas and conserve our biodiversity. It's all about balance.
Youth, let's play a part in conserving our biodiversity and maintaining our natural resources. It's all about balance.
For life, for livelihood, for the future of St. Kitts and Nevis, let's all conserve our biodiversity and use our natural resources wisely. It's all about balance.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free health care at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
welcome back. The Human Resource Management Department, on behalf of the Ministry of Health and Social Services, is inviting suitably qualified nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis to apply to fill the vacancy of health planner. Applicants should possess a master's degree in health care administration, health planning, or related field from an accredited college or university. The candidate should have at least 7 years' experience in healthcare management and the ability to work in a fast-paced environment. Applications should be sent to the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, P.O. Box 186, Lot 6B, Bladens Commercial Development, Wellington Road, St. Kitts. The deadline for the receipt of application is April 15th, 2018. Applications are now open for persons wishing to apply for the Organization of American States, OAS, scholarships to pursue undergraduate, graduate, doctoral studies, and/or related research. To apply for an undergraduate or graduate scholarship, each applicant must be enrolled in the program of study and be eligible to graduate within 2 academic years from the date of the scholarship offer, or accepted into the university where he or she plans to study for the last 2 years of an undergraduate program that leads to a bachelor's degree. For general information and all requirements, visit the link on your screen. The deadline for submission to the government's Human Resource Management Department is April 9th, 2018. International Women's Day month of activities continue tomorrow, Saturday, 17th March, beginning at 6 a.m.
We are going to have a walkathon, bikeathon, and run if you so desire from the Villa Grounds to the Pinnis Beach area and back. I'm asking for persons to come out and join us because it is a collaborative effort between gender and health. We are looking at alternate exercise patterns, and so we are encouraging persons. Those who want to walk, they can walk. Those who want to ride bike, they can. Those who want to run. And invariably, out of this activity, we want to somewhat start a women's biking group, swimming group, or even walking group. And so I'm encouraging all persons to come out and attend that function tomorrow.
Junior Minister of Health and Gender Affairs, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, also mentioned one of the highlights of tomorrow's activity.
The highlight of this function would be myself riding a bike. So all those who want to see me ride a bike, come on out tomorrow morning at the Villa Grounds at 6 a.m. where we will ride bike through the streets of Charlestown to Pinnis Beach and back. Then on Tuesday next week, we will have the motivational seminar at the Occasions Center. It is geared towards women and girls aged 14 to 40. At that seminar, we would be looking at various aspects of growing up as young people. The main focus will be on women and girls and how they deal with instances of violence and what they should do to detect violent relationships and how they can get out of them once they have detected these behaviors by their partners or friends. And so a list of invitees, and we are catering for at least 120 women and girls between the ages of 14 and 40.
The junior minister encouraged persons to participate in the activity, which begins 6 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, 17th March, at the Villa Grounds in Charlestown. The activities are being hosted by the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs in an effort to raise awareness of issues affecting women and girls. That brings us to the end of this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.
Known as Uwali, land of beautiful waters by its native inhabitants, and later nicknamed Queen of the Caribbean by British settlers, Nevis has long relied on its natural prowess and resources to create livelihoods for its people. The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed. As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated